I'm going to share some information with you about Ryan Jew that you would have never heard about before. Over the last few days, I've been privy to some information which even blew my own socks off. I've been on a crusade for the last 2 years, trying to name and shame anyone running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And I am Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. And I'm on a crusade to name and shame anyone running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. I've been crusading along. I've been trying to get law enforcement to help me. I've been complaining to people left, right, and centre. And I've suddenly realised that the information that I have on Ryan Jew, Sam Lee, and over the other 100 plus people that I've been gathering information is very valuable. I'm going to share my complete database of Ryan Jew with you. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I believe Danny de Hek has the best opportunity of bringing him to justice. Over the next few weeks, a lot's going to change. I'm not going to tell you what's happening, but I am so excited. And that's what a lot of these people running these Ponzi schemes say, and I truly am. I'm all in. I'm dedicated to exposing these people that run these schemes. So a key person is actually Ryan Jew. And I have a lot of information that I'm just going to hand over to you, the audience. Why would I do that? Because I want your help. People can fight back. People who have lost thousands of dollars can fight back. And we do make a difference. And this isn't anything but me asking for your help. I'm going to basically put all my cards on the table, and you will be amazed about the information I have on Ryan Jew. I'm building a jigsaw puzzle. I've got bits missing. I'm getting close to finding out where he's living. I'm getting fed information, which is like the Enigma machine is needed to determine what it means. I've got videos of him doing what he does. I've got a storyline. Well, I've actually literally got a historical timeline of Sam Lee, Jaden Wee, and Ryan Jew, and I'm going to share that with you tonight. And what I would like to do before I actually start is actually give you an update on what's happening with Keith Williams. Now, Keith Williams, I heard today from, let's just say, the Men in Black, that the UK tax department have managed to get $2.1 million out of Keith. Now, I did talk to his best friend, and he tells me Keith has always paid his taxes. And I have to say, that it doesn't seem like much is going to happen to Keith. He's living in a $3 million mansion, but karma did catch up with Keith because he's got stage 4 cancer. He's in remission at the moment after a second bout of chemo. But his friend says Keith is a good man, he's a good law-abiding citizen. I've seen a photo of Keith with cancer, and karma has caught up with him, unfortunately. But my point is, £2.1 million he had to pay on order from the UK tax department. So it's complicated. It doesn't look like anything that's going to happen to Keith. He's got your money and you should just swallow it. The other one that's in the video is Kalpesh Patel. Now, I heard from a reasonably reliable source that he made $86 million from his involvement in HyperVerse. He now lives in Dubai. Of course he lives in Dubai. And he lives on the 56th story of some building. Now, if you've been watching the videos like I have, you would have seen all the HyperVerse VIP5s scooting off to Dubai, and they're in the apartment. And the other videos of Kalpesh Patel recording his content, you can see he lives in that apartment. $86 million have been scanned from Kalpesh Patel. What about Bitcoin Rodney? Now, I got told today by the Men in Black that they don't need any more information on him. He's been doing, he's a drug dealer, or they used a special name for it, narcotics, I think it was. He's involved in narcotics. He's also involved in the, they have enough information to lock him up. I do not know whether he's arrested now or been charged, but the men in black told me they don't need any more information. He's going to jail. Okay, that's good news. Good news. Bitcoin Rodney is actually called Rodney Burton. I think I've got that right. And the other person is Brenda Chunga. Now, she got brought in December 2022, and she got brought in for questioning. She was there for 3 hours. She was actually trying to trick Sam Lee into coming back to the United States or Australia so he could be arrested. It failed. It all went pear-shaped, didn't work. Sam's still on the run. She has now been also charged, or also they have enough information for her to be locked up. Brenda Chunda just got married 4 or 5 weeks ago. Now, you might think, how does Danny know all this information? The men in black, I gave them some information today, which I couldn't believe they didn't know. I gave them Ryan Jew's phone number so they can ring him up and they can track him. Did you know that Ryan seems to be in Malaysia? So I said to the men in black, did you know that I have the Malaysian team of people that produced all the videos, all the HyperNation videos? I have the database of all those guys. And the guy goes to me, yeah, so? And I go, well, they are in Kuala Lumpur. That's in Malaysia. Oh, and I said, just maybe they're working with Sam. And if I gave you 10 people's phone numbers and details and LinkedIn accounts and the name of the company that did all the movies, maybe you could do an investigation. And they go, oh, well, yeah, I'm not sure. And I'm thinking, if anyone's ever going to bring down Ryan Jew, it's going to be Danny de Hek and his Avengers because of the information you guys give us. But I'm after him, and I want to find out where he's living at the moment. So I told you about Bitcoin Rodney. He's toast. I've told you about Brenda Chunga. I call her Brenda Chunda. She's toast. I've told you about Keith Williams having to pay £2.1 million in tax, and also continuously still living in his £3 million house. Now, if you do want to go knock on Keith Williams' door, reach out to me, and I'll give you his home address. I was giving this guy some respect because of what he's going through, and I decided if you want to know his address, let me know, because it doesn't seem like you really want to be a bit of a vigilante really and go after your money, because he's living in a very nice house and it's all been bought with scammer money. I'm a bit of an activist, and I'm the one that sticks his neck out. People have been the one guy tried to sue me for $3.8 million. And I had to spend $36,000 trying to defend myself. And the High Court judge read through all the notes, and he said, oh my goodness, this guy's disgusting. He wrote him a scolding. He was an American guy, I'm in New Zealand, and the court said, well, however, even though we don't believe you were naughty, Danny, and we believe that you were trying to do justice, we think you spent a little bit too much time with your lawyers, and we're only going to award you $27,500. So if you think that the law enforcement are going to be the people that stop Ryan or Sam Lee, you're wrong. Now, I'm not going to go on too much because I just wanted to give you a bit of an introduction what I'm all about. So what we're going to do, we're going to flip into my database. And this is the database that I have on Ryan Jew. Now, the photo here, I will explain it because it's quite a key photo. Ryan Jew was born on the 2nd of November, 1987. And this photo is him. He's actually crying. You won't be able to see that. And that was taken on his birthday. In here, I've got a whole timeline. I've got people that he's associated with. I've got his Facebook page and the like, and I will explain this in detail. But something I've got to get off my chest. And this was a restaurant that Ryan Jew was actually having dinner at, and somebody said to me they were dining there and they saw Ryan Jew and they went up and approached him and introduced himself, and he denied that he was Ryan Jew, and they said they've seen him, they know him, it was 100% Ryan Jew. But just in case this is a lead, I wanted to bring this one up. Now, if you go to the bottom of this restaurant, it says Canada. So there is an opportunity that Ryan Jew could be in Canada, and that's all I'm going to say about Canada. But maybe you are in Canada and you've seen this guy, reach out to me on my website. You'll see a box pop up about now. And by all means, tell me anything you know. It may be the missing piece to the jigsaw puzzle. So the first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to go through the historical timeline. And I'm not going to read through this and embarrass myself, but I'm just going to scroll through it quickly. Now, you can pause this video. You can select the screen, and you'll be able to click on the links and go and check out the articles. But it goes back to 2014. Now, I did not put this timeline together. I had another Avenger called Vinny from Project Frugal, and he put together this timeline. And he went through and he did a set of 10 videos all about HyperFund, HyperCapital, HyperTech, HyperVerse, HyperCosmos, HyperNation, HyperPlanet. Yes, there's a lot of hypes going on. HyperBond, HyperNFTs. I heard a new one the other day from Sam called HyperData, because he's gathering data from people. But let's not go there. But have a look at this. If you want to know the complete timeline of everything that Ryan Ju and Sam Lee and Jaden Wee have been doing, then check out the screen. This goes back. Now, there's videos on each section. You just need to go to my homepage of my YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit subscribe to anyone that's trying to bring justice, because we don't get paid for this sort of stuff, but we really do value the support. So feel free to join my YouTube channel, buy me a cup of coffee, and help me sustain myself. I'm also currently looking for a corporate sponsor of some sort who wants to do justice and help me survive at the moment. But as you can see, there's a big timeline right up to 2023. And you can pause this. The big thing at the moment is obviously Sam Lee and the ACX collapse, where $50 million, it's actually now $59 million they've found. And they've actually done over 750 hours of research. Actually, I got that wrong. 1,500 hours of research into this, and that's Australia. So if you think Sam Lee and Ryan Ju aren't scammers, then maybe you should ring up the liquidators in Australia and see what they are finding out. But you just pause this if you want and read it in your own time. You can see it big enough on the screen. And I have actually put a summary of the timeline in the bottom of the notes. Now, I'm only going to be able to find Ryan Ju if I get your help. So please do help me. And you can do this by providing comments below this video. Tell me what you know about Ryan Ju. It may just be a missing piece of the jigsaw puzzle. I always tell people I don't know the picture, but every piece, you do the straight edges, you put the color pieces together, and eventually the overall picture becomes very clear. So that's that. Right, the next thing I want to show you is the video evidence I had. Now, this might be, you might have seen these videos, but I have a theory on them, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share everything I know about Ryan Ju, because I want to be the person that captures him. So the first thing I believe happened is Ryan Ju went out to a night clubbing, and he went karaoke. So you can hear him sitting here. He's a pretty good singer, and I actually sent this to the Men in Black, and I said I think he's in a Chinese bar, but I've been told that he's in New York. They tracked the Chinese karaoke bar, and it was in New York. So at the time when he sung this and he's in karaoke, he's theoretically in New York. And he carried on singing over here, which we'll play. So there he is singing. I'm not going to play the whole lot. These videos are on my shorts, which the shorts are not the ones I'm wearing, but in my shorts on my YouTube channel. But the most amazing one is actually this one here. And now just believe that Ryan Ju is meant to be a billionaire. Why is a billionaire doing his own vacuuming? I would like to know. But the lady or the person that's filming this is someone of significance. And originally, she was providing me these videos. Now look at the t-shirts he's wearing. It's either hoovering before he goes out or after he goes out singing in karaoke. Do you know that Chinese bar? Theoretically, he may be still in New York. I don't think so, but who knows? Let's be open-minded. The next one is one I want help with. This is him. Let's turn that down a bit. This is him, obviously waveboarding, whatever you call it. And I was hoping that someone might recognise the buildings in the back. I want to know where this is. Is it in Malaysia? I mean, I don't think it's New York, but it could be. And who is the guy on the boat? He falls off in a minute. But do you know the company that provides this service? Who's that guy? Any leads are valuable. And now let's watch him fall over and get dunked. 3. Did we cut that off, Danny? I'm sorry. We have to watch it, don't we? Or have I done it? I think he fell off about there. There we go. Here he goes. And what happens to scammers? Oh, I must have cut it off. I have got another video where he's fallen in. All right, so the next one I got told is that he was buying real estate, and I'll show you the correspondence. But theoretically, this house that you're looking at here is a house that Ryan Jew either bought. Now, at one stage, I was told that he was under house arrest. Now, I haven't actually researched that. I were going to do that, and I might just do that on a computer. Oh, I can't do it. I'll just have to wait. But this is a very flash house. Now, I was told by an informant that he bought this house. Now, when I looked at this video, because I've actually had to record this twice, got to have my stupid microphone on. Don't tell me about it, Rob. This actually doesn't look quite real, and I believe this might be a 3D render version of a house that he may have purchased before it was built. Some parts of this video just does not look quite real, and I know these 3D renders are right. So I have no idea whether this is actually Ryan Jew's house or whether there's some involvement. But I'm going to show you some stuff that's going to actually help you figure out whether this is all a missing piece of the jigsaw puzzle. This is a beautiful house, and I'm pretty sure after watching one of those real estate programs on TV, I'm guessing this is a $30 or $50 million house. Who knows? But it looks like a pretty beautiful place to live. And I don't know where it is, but we have got the address there. In a minute, I will actually do a bit of a search and have a look and see that. But it's halfway through. I'm just going to chuck that into a search engine, let it do what it does. Oh, goodness me, did that not work? No, it didn't work. Hold it. Let's go back. Where are we, Danny? Danny's ruining the video. I'm not filming this again. There we go. We're back to a beautiful house. You get the idea. So what we really want to do is get that address. I'm just going to pause that video. I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to chuck that into a search engine, and I'm going to find out where that address is. Oh, my own website comes up. That's kind of ironic, isn't it? So let's go to Maps and Las Vegas. So technically speaking, that house could be in Las Vegas, but I don't know about that. Let's have a look. Theoretically, does that look like the same area of the house? If it is America, who knows? There's no driveway. Is it behind us? It does not look promising. It does not look like a place that has an uphill view. So who knows? But maybe you do know. Maybe you've seen that render before. Maybe you know who bought that house. You know, come on, help me get this guy. I want to be the person that brings this guy in. The other video is a really interesting one. I did a video helping the Nepalian people who've been scammed by HyperVerse, and I showed them this video, and I said, is this in China or is this in Nepal? And they reckon it's in Nepal. Have a look at this. It's only 16 seconds long, but maybe you recognise the furnishings. Maybe it's an Airbnb. I don't know. Someone watching this will have some information, so don't think that your information is not valuable. There's Ryan on a cell phone. Looks like he's got an iPhone. I've got his cell phone number. I have rung it, but he won't answer. I mean, even this TV program, you know, does anyone know what that is? What does that look like? What sort of, you know, this is a big TV screen, isn't it? Is this his house? Is this where he lives? Who's this guy? Anyone recognise him? You know, I don't get a good shot of his face, but they are talking in the background. I think it's all coming from the TV. But anything is valuable to the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. The next one is there's a guy who goes by the name of this. So you could do a search on this guy. Haven't got much information on him. But he was, Ryan was actually on his company certificate. So Country Height Holdings BHD. And if you go down here, it's an Australian, he's an Australian guy. And we found that Ryan's name, it's not the right one, I think it's the second one, Ryan's name was actually on this company. And we can actually see Ryan's name is actually different. I'm not, executive director. Since then, his name has been removed. But that was interesting for us to find out that information. So I believe this guy is connected to Ryan Jew somehow. And I won't tell you much, but I did actually get some sneaky information in, and I do believe that this guy is really associated. And so Country Height Holding BHD. Also, Digital X is an Australian company. I'd love somebody to do a bit of a dive in there. But we're not trying to figure out whether it's a scam or not. What we're trying to do with this video is locate Ryan Ju. I want to know where he is. All right, so the other one is when we looked up that company of Kevin and the fact that Ryan Ju had his name on, this is the place that come up, Country Height Holding. And I know nothing about this company whatsoever. But you can see it's associated with a whole lot of names. And some of these names are pretty unusual. Cyber Regency, bit weird. Why would it call? And like look at all the different names. Mines. So is this a real company? Is this a real place? Does anyone know any information around this? Is it in? I can't even read whereabouts it is. Is it built yet? Is it new? Is it I don't know. How do I find it? Well, maybe if I just chuck it into a search engine, it may find something. Has it been built yet? Is it brand new? Is it a vision? I don't know. What have I done? Mines Water Park. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, many hands make light works. So I'm just going to click on a contact us link because I can't help myself. And nothing. Typical. All right. So the next one is the person that was providing me those videos was this lady here. Now, just in case you're smart and you think I'm corresponding with Yvonne Henry, you're wrong, and you might see some other names in there. Yvonne Henry, I sent her a message basically saying in the next 2 weeks her life is going to change for the worse, and I'm responsible for it. The same with Carl Miller, Kate Longley, and also George. I don't know your last name, but we'll find you. Things are going to change. We've finally got some action happening with the HyperVerse, the We Are All Satoshi, and there's lots of things that are about to change over the next few weeks. We're going to get some more awareness in what you are doing, and we're going to do some more name and shaming. And I've provided some amazing information, and I'm actually gloating. That's what I'm doing. I'm gloating. I'm a happy fella. I'm a happy camper. All right. So this lady here reached out to me originally and she said, Hi, Danny. HyperFund's founders are spending victims' money like crazy in the United States. Now, this is the lady that originally provided me the video of the house claiming that Ryan Ju had bought it of some sort. Ryan Ju is married to 5 women and they carry his children. Bought a few mansions. I think you should reveal more. So I chit chat to her, and that was, we're going back to the 11th of 2022, and then you wait for a month, and I got another message. Danny, I got more news on Ryan. So I'm going, great. And then it took me a few days to find the message. Big stack coming. Now, what does that mean? Does anyone know what big stack coming means? I have no idea. But anyway, big stack coming. So I went, okay. What is big stack coming? So then she showed us a link like this. And she said, Ryan's in law death sentence for bribery. I don't know what that means, but I think somebody who's related to Ryan is sentenced for bribery. That's his twin's son's uncle. So this here meant something. So I clicked on that before and I told it to translate to English because it was all in what looked like Chinese, and I can't change it back now. I've forgotten how to do it. So what I'm sort of getting now, I don't read Chinese, and when I read this, it didn't make any sense. But if it does make sense to you and you want to explain what this means, please go to that link that you see there. And what you can do is you can literally hold your screen down, and on a Mac you go Command-Shift-4, and then you can highlight that like that, and it will take a photo of it, even on a screen that you're looking at. And this is how when people are using, what are they called, crypto wallet addresses, I often do a screenshot like that, and then I open it with preview, which I'm doing right now, and then you can see the same thing that I've just copied, and then I literally, if you hold your mouse or fluff around for a bit, you can actually highlight it like that, and then you can right click on it, and you can go open link, and that's how you can screenshot and get yourself a link. So here's the Chinese version of it. Some part, maybe it worked. I'm not sure. I think it worked. Can't read Chinese. But that's just a wee tip for you, so you can get that. Anyway, so we went down. We carried on reading. A couple of months went by. He's really good with crooked governments. That's another message. And then I told her, I was trying to build a relationship with this lady and told her that I'm getting done for $3.8 million for defamation, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't seem that way. People are saying that he's still in America. Can you believe? And she goes, I don't think so. So that makes sense. Here's a photo which I'll show you in the video that we're going to play in a few minutes of Ryan. And he paid $50,000 to have his photo taken with Donald Trump. And if you search Ryan Drew Donald Trump, you'll find quite a few other people who've also paid that $50,000. That's good. Nothing like a red wine, especially when you've done this twice. Alrighty, let's carry on. So I showed him that, and I also will post the link to this video that I'm doing right now, and hopefully we'll get some more information from this lovely lady. All right, so the next thing I wanted to show you, something you haven't seen before, there is a Facebook page about Ryan Drew. Now, in the Facebook page, it tells me his birthday. Now, that's where I got his birthday from. I don't have a easy way of finding Ryan Drew's birthday, but if I've got that date wrong and you do know his birthday, I would love to know. But let's have a look. There's some cryptic messages in here. Now, I do believe the lady that was sending me messages also set up this Facebook page. I do not believe it's Ryan. But there's a reason why she's trying to do, it seems like a cry for help. Now, I don't know who Nancy is and I don't know who Aaron is, but I'm wondering if there's some connection here to her or Ryan that I'm missing. And if you're like a bit of an investigator like me, you just might find that missing piece of the jigsaw puzzle. So what I'm going to do, notice that in the Facebook page it actually says he lives in New York, which is quite interesting. I'm going to actually try to make that as big as we can. The next one is, if that video I showed you and he was in Nepal, I assume that is a picture of the earthquake that happened in Nepal. And I assume that is the date. And I don't know if that's a clue. So I'm just going to chuck that into a search engine and see where that earthquake happened. Let's have a look. Earthquake. Noticed. It does tell us. Bringing up New Zealand results. Jesus, Danny. Don't know. But maybe I am having a sneaky... I never have done research on it. But I believe that earthquake... it's too soon, isn't it? I don't know. But anyone know what's the significance with that date and that earthquake? Is that someone trying to tell us where he is hiding? I do not know. Hey, it gets better, kids. Wait, there's more. Remember HyperBC? Keith Williams and I went head to head. He was telling me that HyperBC was a legitimate bank, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I researched that bank, and that bank is only available in the UAE, nowhere else. And it's a private bank. So that was a load of rubbish. Anyway, just saying that. But notice a lot of the new scams coming out are now coming out with credit cards, like Transit Card. I've got to start doing videos on that because Bob would appreciate it. All right, the next one is just boring stuff. Here's more stuff about HyperBC. And this is March the 5th, 2022. HyperPay. I don't even think these links work anymore. I'll just open that one up in the background while we're carrying on. It's going to get better. March the 5th. So I believe this is I actually believe the lady that's providing me information has had a child with him. I wouldn't be surprised if the person that did all the videos of the nightclubs and him doing the vacuuming was actually a lady of the night, because I believe that she took photos of him knowing who he was. However, I have to be open-minded and think it could be an ex-lover, it could be anybody. Who knows? Obviously, these guys, we don't see anymore. I would love updates on them. I have a database on them, but I don't have any updates on what these guys are doing now. So if these faces are familiar with you, I want to know who that guy is. I know that guy on the right was meant to be an accountant, and I don't know who they are. But anyway, but Hcash played a big part on this, and HyperTech played a big part on the whole HyperVerse scam. And this is what we've been researching over the last couple of weeks. It's been pretty fascinating, the stuff that I'm actually getting reiterated as truth. But I don't think it's more complicated than it is. I think HyperTech Group is behind all these scams. But anyway, let's get to the good stuff. So this was meant to be sad day today. Here's a photo of Ryan Drew crying. Maybe he's not a happy scammer. Maybe he wants to be arrested. Maybe we can help him. Come on, guys. All right, let's get down. Do we get down to... Right, now I can't read Chinese, but if you can, why don't you read this to me and put it in the comments below? Can somebody ask me why somebody would post this and say sucker? I mean, what does this mean? I can't read English, and I haven't got the time and energy to do so. I do know there's some significance to this. I don't know what it is. Can someone who can read Chinese please let me know? It would be awesome. I don't know. It could just be a news article, but obviously it's 2022. All right, the next one is... what's this? I'll read some of these because I'm not very good at doing this reading thing.
My Tunisian wife.
I don't know what that means. Okay, so is that lady his wife? Is that lady associated with him? I don't know. Is she still around? There's a reason why somebody decided to post that picture. Obviously the person talking. So here we go. Here's the Mitzi stuff.
I am an womanizer. I use women to achieve my goals. I get babies and different nationalities from love. I prefer them to be educated and speak multiple languages. I am a decentralized lover. Gaslighting is what I am best at.
Well, there you go. Sam had 4 mistresses and a wife that wasn't legally married. And Sam got married about 14 months ago in Thailand with a beautiful lady called Anne. But he also, now I found out that he's got 4 mistresses, and I got all their names and contact details. Would you believe that? Anyway, so Ryan's doing pretty much the same sort of stuff. There's his vacuum cleaning one. Happy birthday to me. So maybe he's wearing the New York top. He was singing in the same New York top. And theoretically, he was in New York at the time. So I believe this could have been a lady of the night, because there is other videos, which I haven't put in here in this play, of her dancing on a pole and like a stripper pole. And maybe he took a lady home for the night and she knew him and she did videos of him, and then she's put these online. I don't know, but I'm just trying to figure this all out. Now, I don't know why Sam Bankman-Fried is posted in here, but this is what the lady who was posting said.
I wonder what my charges would be. I am Russian citizen by my latest Russian wife. Maybe I will go to Russian.
So is Ryan Jew in Russia, and is he married to a Russian wife? Who would know? Are you Russia? Are you watching this? Stop invading that country. That's terrible.
Who is that good-looking fella wink?
Oh, that's my comment. Oh, and there I am. Look at that. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys... I'm going to put the address of this Facebook page in there. I wonder if this is the one he actually falls off on. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure he falls in there at one part. He didn't fall in. Oh, I must have seen 2 of those videos. All right, so it's just some other comments which I will
Hope
read.
my 5 wives don't turn on me like Caroline. I will pay my wives good amount of money to shut the fuck up.
Okay, so who's Caroline? And is this the lady that's speaking to me? Is this the lady here? Is this lady Caroline? Do you know her? Is this her Chinese name? And her English name is Chinese. I checked out that name. I've searched everything trying to find information on her and who she is. I'm lost now. Where did I get to? All right, we'll keep going, and I will read these because they are quite interesting.
I have 200 meters exiting HyperFund from my early cash investment. Should I pay IRS or pay back victims from my Ponzi crimes, or into trust funds for my children and make my 5 wives happily shut up?
Wow, that's pretty fruitful. Now, the IRS would be interesting because that's an American organisation, the taxation organisation, so it would insinuate that he's got some connections with America. I don't know. Hey, any of this information useful? No tip or anything? Obviously, when FTX guy got locked up, they posted next me, and once again, she's going on about the Russian.
I named my Russian daughter Amora and Chinese name Xiao after the 2 American girls' names I want to marry to get US passport. I believe United States is my destiny, for jail or for freedom.
Right. So I'd love to just search for that and see what comes up using her name, but I'm not going to get distracted. I just got distracted, didn't I? All right, let's carry on. So somebody's really pissed off.
I am manipulator of nationalities, real version of Catch Me If You Can.
So what's going on here, guys? I mean, is it a pissed off lover? Is it a pissed off ex-wife? Is it someone who's trying to escape? I don't know.
I too need my HyperFund return to raise my children. I need it more than HyperVerse HyperFund, who only suffer possibility of economic loss.
Yeah, so this is the lady who's pissed off that she hasn't got any money by the sounds of it. So, correction, one of my father-in-laws. So, crypto, don't know what that's all about, but maybe you do. Let's have a listen. Whoops, let's have a listen.
What if I ran crypto exchange? It's just my father-in-law happened to be working for Russian government.
So my father-in-law happened to be working for a Russian government. Authorities seize crypto website. Don't know. Was his father-in-law running this website? Who knows? You know, it's pretty amazing, some of this information. So check out the Facebook page. Just search for Ryan Jew. You'll find it. As I said, this was actually theoretically checked out by the Men in Black. This was actually a karaoke bar in New York that's themed out as a Chinese bar. Am I right? Have you seen this bar? Have you sung karaoke? Are you any good at singing? Let me know. And obviously I can post my own videos in here because they've added me as a friend. So I don't know if you can see this. Keith Williams, I put this video in here, and I'm going to put the video that I'm doing right now in here as well. Kiwi and Napoleon people have a great connection because of Sir Edmund Hillary, and there was a community out there that had lost money, and they were asking for my help, and they were lovely people, and it was so nice to be able to help them. So check out that video. It's a very sad story because a lot of people have invested a lot of money they don't have, sold land to invest in HyperVerse, and obviously lost a lot. So there you go. So that's the Facebook page. Now there are other things that you can do. I'll get rid of that one. Is I did check out, because I've done this video twice, I may have things open. I think I've got them open over here. I don't know what that is. Let's get rid of that. I must have opened that. I did check out a couple of other things which are really interesting. So he's got likes, and he's got this 157 West 57th Street. Gee, that's a mouthful. I don't know if this is the place where he was in the apartment. Who knows? So are you familiar with the decor in this building? Because I think I opened it up. Yeah, I did. I opened up their Facebook page, and I had a look through here, and I couldn't really find any photos of interior that looked the same. So it may not be connected at all. But it is unusual that the only likes they have is 5 of them. I mean, you've got to do this deep dive detective work, and I do believe if anyone's capable of bringing down Ryan Jew, it's me. Because I've kind of like got ADHD when it comes to doing investigative stuff. And I just, like I've spent hours and hours. I spent 2 years trying to figure out where Ryan is and find him. And I get these cryptic messages from people who are obviously with him. Right, the other one I did is I went and found his TikTok because in one of the videos I had an address. And you can see all the videos. You can see the stripper pole one that I was talking about earlier on. Okay, I'm going to turn that off because I don't want to have a strike. There was a couple of videos. So I don't know what this is. I presume it's a karaoke pinball machine. And just for kicks, shits and giggles. I want to see him fall off. There he goes. Hey, go Ryan. Bye Ryan. Alrighty, so there's enough of that. But hey, find us TikTok. I subscribed. There's only 104 followers, so not many people know about it. I sent him a message, and I basically invited him to do a Zoom meeting with me. But hey, that's all right. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to have a look at the video. What I want you to listen to, this is 8 minutes and 6 seconds of video. When you get into 7 minutes and 30 seconds, you'll actually see Kalpesh Patel swing the camera around, and you'll see Keith Williams doing a selfie. And you can actually see the photo of that way. Is that right? Yeah. You see the photos down there. You can actually see Ryan Jew holding up the photo of Donald Trump and him together. You'll see Keith Williams taking a selfie. You'll see Kalpesh Patel, and you'll also see Bitcoin Rodney. Now, there is another photo that isn't there that day of Brenda Chunder and Clayton Ford. Now, Brenda Chunder is meant to have brought in $640 million for HyperVerse, and I don't think Clayton Ford was far behind her. Now, a lot of these people that were running these Ponzi schemes have been second-tier people. Now, the fact that, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, that Brenda Chunder has now will be arrested, locked up, and the key thrown away for a long period of time for, money laundering, whatever they do it for eventually. Bitcoin Rodney has been in prison before. He's also been investigated before, so I've been told. Do your own due diligence on that one if you want. But what I'm getting at is those two guys are second-tier people, and now the men in black I know are actually actively going after Sam Lee and Ryan Zhu. So any information you provide could actually lead to the arrest of Ryan Zhu, where knowing we got told by Roy Kanacha, who thought he would stick his nose in to the men in black and tell them that he knows that Dubai is actually going to send Sam Lee back to Australia. So the men in black were talking to me today, and I filled them in about the history of Roy Kanacha. Now, Roy Kanacha has claims that he's got 8.5 plus people who are willing to pay him $15 each so that he can help lead and charge a class action lawsuit against Sam Lee. Have you heard anything so stupid? Now, I was part of another organisation that had collected 1,800 signatures from people who just wanted to give their name, their address, and sign a petition. How can he build a network of people up in about 5 or 6 weeks? And then all of a sudden, he comes out with his true agenda. And that was pushing a Ponzi scheme and a scam to people. He's got this new opportunity. So I did a video about that a wee while back. You'll see it. He's a disgusting individual. And I certainly made it clear to the men in black today that this guy, because they were trying to tell me they had an informant from, where was it? An informant from South Africa. And I went, oh my God, you're absolutely shitting me. And I said, I know who he is, Roy Kanacha, and he's been working with Garrett Blakesley, and they're all wound up in these scams. And they said, and they were actually gutted. And they said, so anything he says cannot be trusted. And I said, anything he says, you want to put it in your mouth, chew it up and spit it out, because he's just full of shit. And he's just wasted a whole lot of people's time. Unfortunately, I heard that Sam was going to be expedited, and it's not going to happen. These guys don't get away with it. But one day, Sam will get cocky and he will come back. One day, Ryan Zhu will get cocky. Let's find these bastards. Okay, now what? I'm gone on enough. You get the idea. I'm going to fade into the 6 minute and 8 second, got that wrong, 8 minute and 6 second video. And this is a walk down memory lane. This would probably be one of the most eye-watering videos. Now, just to give you a little bit of a heads up on it, when Keith Williams went to Dubai for the first time, he met up with Ryan Zhu. They turned up with a Rolls Royce to pick them up from the airport. When they got delivered, he met Ryan Zhu for the first time. I got told this by Keith's best friend, that he just hugged Ryan and said, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity you've given me, and you've changed my life for the better. And Keith Williams' message has always been that he's changed so many people's lives for the better. But he forgets about all the people that have lost all their money from scamming them. There's only, everything's a monopoly game, and people put their money in, and people get money out, and they took the money. The rich people got richer, and the poor people got poorer. And it's disgusting. Keith Williams thought it was a legitimate opportunity, right up to the point when all the withdrawals actually stopped. When they stopped, they made him the global sales representative for HyperNation. Keith thought he could rinse and repeat and start up HyperNation and trade his way out of the disaster that he had got his own beloved community into. That's the story I got told. It's not the story I'm telling you, but that's what I got told. Whether you want to believe that Keith should continue living in a £3 million mansion, or Keith was just paying his taxes last year and had to pay $2.1 million, you let me know, you be the judge. Should Keith be, even with stage 4 cancer, and his family, his son Andrew and his wife, should they be kicked out of their beautiful mansion? Or do you think they deserved it because they worked really hard for 2 or 3 years running back-to-back Zoom meetings, teaching you how to become crypto geniuses, selling you things like the metaverse and all the wonderful things that were going to happen? You be the judge. Hey, watch this video. I'll fade in about now, and then we'll see you at the end of this video, and we'll do a conclusion and any other points. So remember, subscribe to the YouTube channel. By all means, post a comment while you're watching this and give me any information, and let's fade into it.
President, whoever president is, will not make that big of a difference in my life. everybody has to make their own decisions to make a bigger difference.
It's in America now. Maybe because the federal government keep printing money and makes the rich people even richer and the ordinary people like sometimes worse. No hope. The middle class keep cracking like that. It's very unstable.
I think right now the best thing that people do is find an opportunity besides jobs. You got to get extra. And I think what we have right now is unbelievable.
We're trying to build a job, build an opportunity for everyone. Even they just have a smartphone and need a computer, can do the promotion.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's blockchain should do. To make ordinary people
extraordinary.
Yes. Wow.
That's true. And sometimes I feel the government, especially the political conflicts, very ridiculous. Last time I took photo with Trump.
Wow.
Oh wow. Look at
And
that.
then become the disaster. You know why? Because of this picture, Chinese government think
Oh no.
I'm cooperating with American government. Like I'm a spy.
Wow.
And the American government, when China and America break up.
Oh my gosh.
American government think I'm Chinese
Oh my
technique spy.
God.
So I like come to you. And when I go back,
Ping pong.
Let me ask you a really important question since you got you right here. What do you see the future right now of HyperFund? What do you see the future going? Where are we going so far? Are we going bigger things, larger things? What do you think about that?
sure. For the next stage, when we get more and more users, we will lay out our own payment system and our own exchange, and even for our own stable coin. Now, USDT Tether now is the largest stable coin.
Yep.
That's 30
Number three.
30 billion US market cap. But for us, we will lay out Chinese yuan token, the CNYT, and the euro token, that's
Wow.
that's already we already done our prototype, and now we are doing a testing, and then we will officially launch. So we are trying to get like more than 10 billion business in the next year. That was how we can keep going.
That was the biggest thing that attracted me when I came to Hong Kong to see you guys. Most thing that was most important to me is when you guys told me, did you have a 5 to a 10-year plan? That's exciting, because the long term is where the money is.
Our company focuses on technology. We have more than 1,000 programmers. So we can lay out any kind of blockchain product.
Yes.
Even for now, in Dubai, in the UAE, we already launched our AEDT service. You can check on HyperPay, and already launched. You can check. Yes.
Yes. I see it.
Yeah,
Already done.
It's already done and already running. So we are trying to revolutionize the whole financial system.
Wow.
Yeah, blockchain should do this. Yeah, because
I have a question for you, Ryan. It's Chinese New Year's Eve, and you flew to Dubai to see us. What made you decide on such a beautiful decision?
You heard Bitcoin Rodney was here. I was kidding.
Because in Chinese traditional culture, when in New Year Eve we stay with our family, but this is a very special moment.
Yes.
The pandemic and the people suffering, and you guys fly for so many hours fly here to Dubai. So I think I should.
Wow.
I should make my move.
Amazing. Wow.
At least everyone think we are family.
Yes.
Yeah, we're united, and we are going to change the world together.
100%.
Right?
And a lot of people, it's not their fault, but they often say, is Ryan really serious about this opportunity? He's got so many businesses. Is he serious about HyperFund? How serious is he?
I think HyperFund can be a hub of all kinds of related business. It's the most important thing in blockchain world is users.
Yes.
Can we all agree with that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The second important thing is consensus. But
Yep.
but where's the users, and how can we get the consensus?
Yes.
Right. So HyperFund can be a very good instrument to get user and get everyone come together and can do a very great thing.
Yes.
You know, if you just long or short Bitcoin, there's no meaning. You are just an ordinary gambler.
boring. Yeah, yeah.
Right? You are just ordinary gambler.
Yeah.
And you cannot unite people.
Yeah.
Because when you sell, when he buy, we're enemies.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
That's right.
Yes.
But if we come together and join like the same platform,
Right.
and we can have the same idea, and then we can have the same consensus,
Yes.
and we keep recruiting our army, and one day if our army reach 1 billion people,
Yes.
yeah, the whole world belongs to us.
Powerful.
Yeah, the whole big world belongs to us.
Yes.
That's our vision.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
right.
love
That's
it.
exciting. Super exciting.
And so we talk about in our presentations, we talk about your plan to do an IPO
Yeah.
for HyperTech Group.
Sure.
What's behind the like? How does the community benefit from the IPO in your idea, in your vision?
I think every like our hyper community, our friend, our users, we can based on their their figure, their statistic, we can issue some free shares for everyone.
Wow.
Exciting.
There you go.
Based on the
Performance.
the contribution to the platform.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That all makes sense.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
We're not
I'm in.
trying both ways. One way is in the US we try and use a SPAC, SPAC for listing on New York exchange, and another way is Hong Kong exchange, and we already doing the preparation,
Yeah.
and we are talking with lawyers, accountant, and all the like consultancy. We're heading to our goal.
And do you have
And Sam Lee, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's already done some kind of job once and once again. So,
Yes,
so
yes.
there shouldn't be any problem.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And once you've done the IPO, then what?
Then what? Let's say to rock and roll the world.
I'm in. Woo! There you go. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Straight from the founder. He's absolutely clear. There's only one direction, and that is to the top. Thank you so much. We're rocking the world together.
Fuck the moon to the Mars.
I love that. Oh, I love it.
So no doubt you've seen that video in the past, and it's quite eye-watering watching all those scammers together. Remember, Kalpesh Patel has made $68 million from his involvement in HyperVerse, or the Hypers. Isn't that incredible? And now he lives in Dubai, where all the scammers live, on the 56th story of some building overlooking the Majestic. Not a bad lifestyle. Still involved in Wee Global. He left HyperVerse and he went off to GES Partners. And then he decided that Wee Global looked very good. And now Wee Global, a lot of business people have invested in Wee Global, and now, guess what? It's fallen over. If you go to wee.global now, that website's offline. They've rebranded themselves to the blockchain era. But don't you worry, they've still got the same promised hardware and phones. You'll be able to mint tokens via a phone. Jane Gregory's come out with one that you can mint tokens wearing a watch. It's easy to make crypto these days. Anyway, long story short, Kalpesh Patel is still promoting Ponzi schemes. He's made $86 million, and he thinks he can still have the right to get in front of a Zoom meeting and do his nuts and bolt training. He's living in Dubai. What a disgusting individual. The reason he left HyperVerse is because he didn't like Sam Lee. He didn't like Sam Lee because Sam Lee said that they've been taking the money out of HyperVerse and transferring it into Bitcoin. Funny that. We are all Satoshi. What are they doing? They have the Vault Horizon and they're collecting Bitcoin. So there's a lot happening. I can tell you some things that I don't want to destroy what's about to happen by dropping any tips. But these guys do exchange Bitcoin for services and assets. Let's just leave it there. So what I'm getting at here is, so we've got Sam was telling Kalpesh Patel that they were taking the money out of HyperVerse and transferring it into Bitcoin. They weren't doing any whale trading, nor were they investing in startups. Kalpesh Patel was disgusted. He wrote a resignation letter and left HyperVerse and dropped Keith in it. And that's when Pinicky Nark come into the picture, and he was his replacement. Every single one of these scams seems to have a Brittany Smart. And now we've got, and there's another business coach lady who's taken over her position in We Are All Satoshi. They just must have a scammer, and I don't want to get distracted. So anyway, so you've got Kalpesh Patel not liking Sam Lee. Would you believe the Wee global platform was running on Sam Lee's software? And now they've rebranded into the blockchain era. Sam Lee theoretically has invested in that. Sam Lee's had 5 Ponzi schemes fall over in the last 2 or 3 months. Anyway, he's also providing the software that runs the blockchain era. Now, VAV, VidiLook 1, 2, 3, and 4, mess with Sam, whatever you want to do. All these things have actually just keep on going. They're all out of the same software factory. Sam doesn't have 5,000 staff. Sam is not a billionaire. They're all full of shit. And you guys need to learn not to listen to these guys in these Zoom meetings. Ryan Jew's disappeared with the money. I believe he's got I don't believe he's got all the money, because 52% of the money from HyperVerse was paid out to the VIP 5s, like Keith Williams, Brenda Chanda, and Bitcoin Rodney. Like Bitcoin Rodney. You know what he was doing? He was still able to withdraw his money when everyone else had their accounts frozen. So he would come to you and he'd say, look, Dan, you've got $10,000 stuck in HyperVerse. I can still get it out. If you give me 30% of your money, I will help you get it out. And that's what he was doing. It got to the point where HyperVerse realized that Bitcoin Rodney was helping them get money out of this platform, that they literally shut his down. And then he was going to give away $45 million worth of HVT token away to anyone that wanted it, because he knew the game was up and knew it was useless. And you've also got other people like obviously Brenda Chanda and Clayton Ford, and all these guys have just seemed to have got away with it. I believe that the key player here and the men in black are going after Ryan Jew. I believe I'm better at researching and finding out information about Ryan Jew than they are. Today I was talking to a man in black, and he told me that he asked me if I had Sam Lee's phone number. His phone number ends in 199. Of course I do, but he never answers it. But I do have his phone number. Oh, they said, really? And I went, yeah. I said, do you want Ryan Jew's phone number? And they went, really? And I said, yeah, really. How do you know it's his phone number? I said, because some of my Avengers hacked into Sam's old cell phone and got all his contacts. And I have Sam's family phone numbers and all sorts of information. And I said, do you guys want to work with me and bring these guys down? Or do I need to become I don't know what I need to become. This is tiring. I've been doing this for 2 years. I believe I can help find where Ryan Jew is. And I need your help. So what can you do for me? Well, there's one thing you can do for me. You can buy me a cup of coffee, because I don't get funded by anyone. I would love to have a corporate sponsor. Are you a vigilante? Can you help me? Can you support me? Can you help pay my living so I can do this full time? I'm obviously going after 100 people at the moment. I want to show you something interesting. This is Ryan Jew. This is the people I'm currently investigating. And look, I've got over 100 people in here. I mean, I go after people, like Pinicky Nark, for example. I go through the internet, I go into their Zoom meetings, and I just keep building a database. My database is friggin' awesome. Check out Sam Lee. In Sam Lee's, I can come in here and I can look at screenshots of Sam Lee when he was, doing legitimate business. All the photos. This was sent to me by a lady who was going to come over and live with Sam happily ever after, who didn't know Sam had 4 mistresses and was married 14 months ago. She was going to go from, I won't say what country, and turn up in Dubai. She wrote me an email and thanked me for saving her life because as soon as she got there, she would have lost, everything, which is just absolutely shocking. So we've got friends of Anne. We've got, I've got oodles of information. This is just Sam Lee. I've got Sam Lee lives in Villa 205 in the Intercontinental, hotel. I mean, I literally, when ABC News in Australia was doing an article on him, they sent a investigative journalist around there to knock on his door. They didn't know where he lived. I told them where he lived. So don't underestimate what I've got. Have a look at the images I have of Sam. Here's photos of Brenda Chunda and Sam, I call it Chunga. And then you've got Clayton Ford. Look at this. Here's Keith Williams here with Brenda Chunga. I reckon Keith Williams would have brought in $1 billion. Brenda Chunda, 640 million, so Keith said. And then you've got Clayton Ford and obviously Sam. This is Sam's sister and his mother. This is Sam's child, which I don't need to show you, but he's got, I think he's got 4 children. This is his wedding party. These are his wedding photos. Here's a check. Here's a check that Sam wrote out for $1 million that bounced. Samuel Lee. Now, Sam's got a travel ban. Sam's got 2 court cases pending in Dubai. And people think that Sam's going to be locked up in Dubai. It probably could happen. But look at the information I've got. Look at the stupid videos I've got of Sam Lee being drunk and disorderly on his wedding day. I've got tons and tons of information. So don't underestimate the power of you. You can help me bring this guy, Ryan Jew, down. Let's do it, man. I'm here to stay. Now, I've been sued. Somebody tried to sue me for $3.8 million and failed miserably. I don't care. I have to pay $15 a week for the rest of my life to pay it off. I don't care. But what I do care about is actually naming and shaming anyone running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Hope you enjoyed the video. Put your comments in the message, in the comment section below. Or the other thing you can do is you can go to my website and you can submit information anonymously. Just go to the contact page. You'll see I've got a page dedicated to people reporting scam. Go to my About section on my YouTube channel and you will see a link to my Telegram group. Now, I get inundated with messages. I literally get 500 plus messages a day. I'm 200 emails behind in my email box, so excuse me if I don't get back to you quick. But don't underestimate the power of you, and you can provide me information, and we can stop these guys. And please, if you really want to help me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me out financially. Know anyone that wants to become my sponsor? Reach out to them. Tell them about this crazy New Zealand guy that's out there fighting these scammers all by himself with a small team of dedicated Avengers. And the last thing, subscribe to the friggin' YouTube channel. It makes a difference, and these videos get distributed more. Recently, I've changed my format. I'm doing more live videos. I've published over 500 videos, but now I'm doing live streaming. Unfortunately, YouTube don't send out live stream videos as much as they do to pre-recorded videos that you upload. So it's hard. I feel like I'm starting over again, but I'm trying to get my 70 or 80 hours back in my life so I can actually make a living. All right. Hey, I've really enjoyed it. You've been listening to Danny de Hek, a.k.a. the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I got awarded that name by the New York Times, and I'm about to get some publicity of a lifetime, and we will be able to change scammer world one click at a time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment and hit that thumbs up, or I'll come after you. Oh, and before I go, let me play a message I like leaving on scammers' phones. I hope you laugh. And this is how I'll sign it off. I'll keep smiling. Here you go. I know who you are. I know what you have done. And if you're thinking of escaping with people's investments, I can assure you there's nowhere you can hide. What I possess is a specific set of skills honed over a lifetime of unraveling financial deceit. Skills that make me a living nightmare for fraudsters like you. If you return the investments now, that will be the end of it. I won't pursue you. I probably will. I won't track you down. No, I'll probably try. But if you choose not to, I will find you. I'll find you. I will expose you. And I will assure you face the full force of the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I hope you enjoyed that. All right, see you in the next video, guys. And thank you so much to my community and the support I get from my members. I really mean that. Thank you.